Hey, look, I had some ask me about shifting to 10 speed. A lot of times when I start out, depending on how heavy I am, I don't always start out in first gear. A lot of times you won't even use first gear when driving. But I normally start out like in third or fourth gear, depending on how heavy I am. Sometimes if I'm about, let me see, like if I'm like 35,000 pounds, I'll start out in third gear. You know, anything under that, you know, third, fourth gear, second gear. If I'm like a little over 35 or something like that, I start out in second gear. And like I say, this 10 speed, so we just went 5th to 6th. I saw another question is like, how you know when to switch gears, and why don't you use the clutch when you're switching gears? So when you don't use your clutch, it's called floating gears. You're floating your gears, and basically like you just watch the RPMs. Like I say, once again, depending on how heavy you are, that's how you will know exactly like what you need to be shifting it. So with my truck, it being a 2020, once I jump up, once my truck gets to around, let me say 1500 RPMs, I shift. I shift before it hits 1000 RPMs, just to make, you know, that's just what my truck is set at. But if I'm heavy and I'm pulling the load, I let it get to like 1800 RPMs. I shift, and then boom, you want to make sure that it's going into you putting it back into gear between 1000 and 1500. And that's basically how you have to listen to the truck. If you keep looking down at your dash, you're not gonna catch it every time. If you keep looking, it's like you're gonna be lagging at that point. So I wouldn't do that. You listen to the truck and you will know exactly when to shift. So sometimes, like if you go to school and them people gonna tell you like, oh yeah, you want to make sure that you watching your RPMs. At the same time, it's one, a sense of distraction. 2 is you need to learn the truck. 3 is once you learn your truck, then it will come more, you know, it'll come a whole lot easier. I give a demonstration as far as like let me see, as far as you have, it's like a spring right here on the gear shift. So right now I'm in neutral. You got a spring right here, and when you push it over past the spring and then you pull it down, that's your first gear. Then when you push it back into neutral, and you will feel it pop out of the spring. So when you come out of first gear, you will feel it pop out. Go into second gear. Then you're gonna go down into third gear. Then you got 4. Then you got 5. Then you flip up. You got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And right there, you riding on out from 10. And like I said, a lot of times when you driving, it's rare that I'm in first gear, unless I'm on the hill and it's traffic and I'm on the incline. I hit first gear because, you know, you don't want to drag your transmission out like that. So you just give it a little gas while you're rolling off, come off the clutch easily, and then boom, if you jump the clutch too fast, you can't stall your truck out. That's not something that you necessarily want to do, bro. That's ugly. It's a rookie move. I've done it plenty of times within my 10 years of driving. And when you come out that clutch, it's more so like, you can tell, for example, how your truck will jump like that when you come off that clutch too fast. That's not something you want to do. It's not something you want to do. So that was just me, slight demonstration, man. Some people say that they scared to drive, you know, a manual truck. Don't be scared to drive no manual truck. It's actually a major part of trucking. You know, you got some people that's totally against automatic trucks. I'm not. That's your preference, but when I jumped into driving trucks, man, you had your 8s, 10, Super 10, 13, 18. Hey, and that's just how it went. It can be taught. It becomes second nature. You know, it's nothing hard. It actually helps you to stay focused and pay attention when you out on the road. You paying attention to your speed, following distance. You not behind the wheel with your leg kicked up on the dashboard, and you know, you just too comfortable. You can't do that when you had this stick right here in your face. No diddy. Just me keeping 1,000 with you. Like, you all the way trucker mode at all times. You don't have time to be doing 1,000,001 things, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got the steering wheel one hand, you texting in another, boom, boom, boom. A lot of times when you switching gears, your hand is most definitely, it's gonna probably 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be on the gear shift. A lot of the times, you know what I'm saying? You might see some truckers that's driving and you always prepared to make the next move. You always looking for that next out. You always looking to see if I need to switch gears, upshift, downshift, whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? I spoke about upshifting. When downshifted, once I know on my truck, once the RPMs touch like 1,000, then boom, I know to tap the gas, come out of gear, and then boom, downshift. If your Jakes is doing the work, let it drop down, use the brake a little bit to assist it or whatever, let it drop down or whatnot, and then boom, tap the gas, come out of gear, tap the gas, put it between out. I normally do mine is like, if I pop out of gear and then I downshift, I put mine between 1,000 and 1,500. They got these notches on our dashboard. It's like 3 green notches. So like boom, you gonna hit the gas until it jump into them notches, and then you drop down the gear. And that's normally how, you know, you can you downshift. And I know when you first start driving, it seemed like a lot the way I'm explaining it, but floating gears come with time. It comes with time. It comes with experience. You know, some people is 100% against floating gears. I never had a problem with it. You know, if you float gears, that's what you do. You double clutch, that's what you do. You know, it ain't no judgment out here, man. Drive your truck. You the only one that's operating that truck. You the only one that's keeping it in the lane. You the only one, you know. You don't want to be that guy that's out here impeding traffic. That's an ugly look. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that guy. So, or that female. You know, I've seen quite a bit of females, you know, switching gears or whatnot. But they just want to give you a little bit of game when it comes down to these gears, man. Just a little bit of game, you know.